Coming up on SUTV, we'll show you the University Journal's newest issue.
And take you behind the scenes with the SUU Hockey Club.
Welcome to SUTV News. I'm Lizzie Lee.
And I'm Amy Andre. The SUU Theater Department opens its first spring show this week. Eurydice is a 2003 adaptation of the Greek myth of Orpheus, told from his wife Eurydice's perspective. She must choose between returning to Earth or staying in the underworld with her father. The adaptation differs from the original myth. Eurydice's father is a character created by the playwright. SUU's production features Abigail Nakin as Eurydice, Joseph Price as Orpheus, and Henry Bystros as the father. The show opens Friday at 7 p.m. and is free for SUU students.
Korean art, Chinese food, and the Japanese language all come together in the work of Minnesota native Sam Chung. During SUU's second Art Insights of the semester, Chung spoke about his work in ceramics. The presentation focused on finding himself and his art as a Korean American. Chung's history is rooted in many different Asian cultures. His father was a professor of Japanese and his family owned a Chinese restaurant. Chung has traveled through much of Asia in search of inspiration. Camelia Tobler, a sophomore studio arts major, learned the ceramic world is very dynamic.
When professional artists look at other professional artists for inspiration, and you don't have to feel bad about that at all.
So I said, what about this? This was sitting in the studio. I said, look at this whole idea of this functionality of this thing. It's not
The next Art Insights is on February 8th and will feature SUU alumna and filmmaker Kimberly Shelby.
The next generation of robotics experts is preparing with a competition at SUU. Over the weekend, students ranging from 7th to 12th grade went head-to-head designing, building, programming, and operating robots. The finished robots had to be able to compete in challenges such as building towers out of blocks. Anyone can join the team with or without skill requirements. The competition organizers' first text suggests that all skill levels are welcome and needed in the competition. The competition season will conclude with the first ever Tech Championship in Houston and Detroit in April.
SUTV's partner organization, the University Journal, is preparing to release its newest monthly magazine. This issue is the first of the spring 2018 semester and is focused on the accent section of the journal. The magazine will also have a special interview with one of Utah's congressmen, Chris Stewart. The magazine will be available free of charge in kiosks all over campus on February 5th.
This issue of the University Journal is really fantastic. It's our accent issue and it's our first one of the semester. In it you can learn a lot about the different artistic aspects of Cedar City. We have a beautiful photo spread of different organizations on campus, and if you're more interested in the political aspect of things, we also have an interview with Congressman Chris Stewart.
SUU's College of Humanities and Social Sciences will be led by a woman for the first time in history. SUU hired Jean Burine as the new dean for the college after a nationwide search. A 13-member committee was responsible for interviewing candidates. They cited Burine's previous leadership experience and her commitment to student success as reasons for hiring her. Currently, Burine is serving as the Associate Dean of Northern Arizona University's College of Arts and Letters. Burine will take over as dean in July 2018, replacing interim dean Britt Mace.
If you are looking to become the next great archer, SUU has a club for that. SUU's Archery Club meets every Thursday night from 8 to 10 p.m. in the multi-purpose building gym. The group helps everyone from beginners to more experienced archers hone their skills. They use compound bows and longbows to keep learning more about the sport. The focus of the club is safety and having a good time with their members.
Another one of SUU's clubs, the Hockey Club, is experiencing their first season in Cedar. The club was started by two SUU students, John Baker and Ryan Leonard. Leonard and Baker hope the team will grow from being intramural to an official school team. Their first season has been successful with the help of the Cedar City Aquatic Center and SUU. Finding teams to play against is difficult, but the club usually plays 2 games a week. There are 17 players on the team, all of them SUU students.
SUU students looking to become artists came a step closer this weekend. On Friday, the Student Programming Board hosted a painting class in the Starlight Room. The SPB event director who planned the event said she loved painting. In the class, students learned step-by-step painting of a tree and a bird. The event director chose the painting because it was wintertime. Students used red, black, and white to finish the picture. Those who attended the event said they wanted more painting classes.
Miranda Shepard. I am an event director here at SUU. I planned this event tonight because I really love painting. I love art, and I wanted a chance for students of SUU to be able to come out and create something that they were proud of.
Coming up, we'll let you know about Bruno Mars and the Grammys.
And we'll fill you in on the upcoming State of the Union address.
Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No?
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
The town of Canaryville is feeling the effects of having an extremely popular hike right in their backyard. A group of citizens organized a town meeting last week to try to solve the problems of too many hikers and the bad side effects. SUTV's John Smith has more.
This YouTube video shows the stunning features Canaryville Falls offers visitors from all over the world.
The word has gotten out too much. Social media has pushed it out everywhere. It's all around the world. We had people from Germany here with it in their booth. All over the world, Canaryville Falls is known.
When I first started doing it more, it was just very serene and closed off from the world almost. As more people have come, it's kind of lost some of that.
The 350 residents of the small town 10 miles south of Cedar City were overwhelmed by the 40,000 hikers last year. That same year, the town brought in over $100,000 in parking revenue. But some say they would gladly give up the money to have peace and quiet back in their town. Locals claim hikers park illegally, disrespect their property, cause search and rescue missions, and create E. coli pollution in a creek used by farmers for irrigation.
So can you do that?
A group of residents called an open house to bring people together to solve the problems. Land ownership and who is responsible for the hike and crowds is complicated.
And there's multiple landowners, so you park on city property. You used to walk across private land, but you don't anymore because we purchased that private land. And then you walk across BLM land, and the attraction is on Sitla land. So that's why we were all sitting at the table tonight. It's because we all have some kind of partnership.
Sitla land is state of Utah land, right where the beautiful falls are. The coalition wants Iron County to lease the state land and implement an online reservation system to limit the number of hikers. Paid or volunteer staff would monitor permits.
It will never go back to the way it was. Now it is about maintaining the canyon, not letting too much erosion happen, and maintaining the beauty of the canyon, and maintaining the beauty of Canaryville, the town itself also.
Everything is still in proposal stages, but Iron County wants to test the $5 a person fee for a year to see if it reduces the overcrowding and the impact on the town. For SUTV News, I'm John Smith.
SUU students interested in politics can take advantage of paid internships in Washington, D.C. SUU's Levitt Center for Politics and Public Service sponsors several federal internships each semester. Each student intern is given the unique experience of working alongside one of Utah's senators or representatives. Applications for summer internships are due this Thursday, February 1st. Former student intern Lily Shirtlift shared some advice for prospective interns.
My advice would be to don't worry that you don't know anything, because none of the interns know anything, and there's a huge learning curve, but you'll get over it and you'll figure it out, and it's a great experience.
The Environmental Protection Agency is changing its mind about an Alaskan mine. Yesterday, the EPA reversed a decision that would have allowed a pebble mine to be built in Bristol Bay, Alaska. Pebble Mine Corporation wants to build a mine in the area near Katmai, Alaska to extract the over 6.4 billion tons of mineral resources. Currently, the town employs over 4,000 people from all over the world every summer to manage the sockeye salmon run. Critics of the mine say it poses a risk to the fish stock in the area. The EPA approved the mine last year, but is now blocking the mine. Pebble Mine Corp is expected to appeal the decision.
Bruno Mars is rearranging his awards cabinet today after taking home 6 Grammys on Sunday. Mars swept all the major categories at the awards show, including Album, Record, and Song of the Year. Kendrick Lamar took home 5 of the 7 awards he was nominated for. Jay-Z and SZA went into the night with the most nominations, but left empty-handed. Alicia Cara won the Best New Artist. She was the only woman who took home an award during the live telecast. The show was political commentary heavy, from a Me Too-inspired song by Kesha to a video of celebrities reading from Michael Wolff's book, Fire and Fury, on the Trump presidency.
Donald Trump is giving his first official State of the Union speech tonight. President Trump will address a joint session of Congress where he is expected to focus on the economy and immigration reform. The administration spent yesterday reprinting tickets to the event because of a typo, calling it the State of the Union. Trump's first year in office was marked with challenges, including the government shutdown a week ago. Congress passed a temporary spending bill, but is facing another deadline on February 16th. You can watch the speech on all major stations starting at 7 p.m.
It is flu season in Cedar City. So far, Iron County has had more, has had reported 121 hospitalized cases of the flu. Flu season lasts from October until May. The first 4 months of this year is already higher than last year's total reported flu cases. Experts say the rise in the disease comes from a more potent strain and a less effective vaccine. According to the health department, the vaccine is still the best way to prevent getting the flu, but people can also take extra precautions such as washing your hands and not touching your face.
Again, bottom line, this year has been an extra tough year. It's a more virulent strain. The vaccination's a little less effective. So it's just the same old recommendations. Keep your hands washed. Stay healthy. If you're sick, stay home.
Cedar City residents who missed this summer's total solar eclipse can see an even more unique phenomenon Wednesday morning. Between 4:30 and 7 a.m., Cedar City will be in the path of a lunar eclipse, happening during the second full moon of January. 2 full moons in 1 month is known as a blue moon, and Wednesday it happens the same time as a supermoon. A supermoon is when the moon is closest to Earth, making it 14% larger than normal. All of these factors combined create a phenomenon called a super blue blood moon, something that last happened 150 years ago. Cedar City's Ashcroft Observatory is hosting a viewing party with totality starting at 6 a.m.
Coming up, Damon will let us know if it will be nice eclipse watching weather.
Stay tuned.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore, and frustration a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible. I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought and unconventional methods common. I'm a teacher. I make more.
Welcome to your Cedar City Weather Report. I'm Damon Day, bringing you your daily weather. Today I'll let you guys know whether or not tonight actually should be a pretty clear night, so you guys should be able to see that super blood moon tonight. So, but just looking at right now, 61 degrees and sunny. We're well on our way to a clear evening and 0% chance of precipitation. Expect like really minimal cloud cover tonight. You should be fine. 27% humidity and not very much wind either. Looking at the temperatures all over the state, we have 66 in St. George. Holy cow, that's like spring temperatures right there. 61 in Cedar, of course, 39 in Richfield, and 57 up in the capital city, 54 in Logan, 43 in Vernal, and down in Moab we have 54. Pretty nice all over the state, really. And looking at the sunrise and sunset tonight, we have 7:36 a.m. for the sunrise, and we're getting really close to 6 o'clock for the sunset, probably in the next couple days. We're getting that one step closer to summer, everybody. And looking at the weekly forecast, tomorrow we're looking at 57 degrees for a high, and then on Thursday, 55. Groundhog Day, 57 degrees. I don't think the groundhog's going to see a shadow this year. And also shaping up to be a pretty nice weekend with some pretty decent lows as well. And that's all I have for you today for the weather report. I am Damon Day, and see you guys next time.
Thanks for the update, Damon.
So weird. We had a snowstorm last week, and now.
I know. I'm like walking around campus without a jacket on. It's kind of creepy. Like, where's the cold weather?
I know. I'm kind of loving it though. So
I'm kind of scared that it's going to be really cold, like in April, May.
Like we're not going to have that spring. We never do. Utah weather.
What can you
Aaron,
do?
what do we have next for sports?
Coming up on SUTV Sports, we've got SUU basketball, some Flippin' Birds gymnastics, and the Utah Jazz unveiled their new city jerseys tonight.
Travel is part of the American way of life.
When we're on vacation, we keep an eye out for anything that looks out of place.
Miss your bag.
When we travel from city to city, we pay attention to our surroundings.
Everyone plays a role in keeping our community safe.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, be aware of your surroundings. If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
Really?
Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
For 3 months, I was being treated for high blood pressure and migraines, which were actually the symptoms. The cause was kidney disease. If you were a member of one of those high-risk groups, I would have your kidney function checked. Early detection can prevent further kidney damage. It was amazing even to my doctor how much diet impacted my personal disease. The power to reduce risk for kidney disease is in your hands. I just feel that my whole life has come back to me.
Script. The SUU men's basketball team dropped 2 tough road games last weekend at Montana and Montana State. On the bright side, senior guard James McGee moved into the 8th spot on the all-time scoring list for SUU. He now has 1,200 points in his career. He needs 5 more points to move into 7th place. The team will return to the America First Event Center to host rival Weber State on Thursday night at 6:30 and Idaho State at 12:30 on Saturday. The women's basketball team hosted 2 games over the weekend, at home against Montana and Montana State. On Thursday, Sophia Stiles led the way for Montana, scoring 26 points and dishing out 4 assists. Whitney Johnson led SUU in scoring with 15 points. Montana ended up winning 74-65. In Saturday's game, Madeline Smith led Montana State with 16 points, and Ashley Larson led SUU, scoring 13 points. Montana State won 63-57. The team will travel to Weber State and Idaho State this weekend. Before the men hit the road last week, our reporter and athletic department intern Colton Gordon caught up with the team's newest addition, Dwayne Morgan. See how Colton fared against the UNLV transfer on the latest episode of D1 versus D None.
Dwayne Morgan here from Baltimore, Maryland. Grad transfer from UNLV, 215 small forward.
And I'm Colton. I'm an intern.
Hey, it's funny right here.
I don't play a point guard because I know they're good.
Hey, that's the intimidation. Hey! Oh! Kareem.
Do not.
Hey! I thought she might have blocked it though. I thought she was going to get it. I'm telling you what, I'm going to shoot the ball without dribbling it.
Okay.
All right, but I'm going to let you know. Oh!
Fall down, make it look good.
Oh! And one! I can't give you that. I'm going to shoot it again.
Okay.
All right, so you play the hands. I'm going to let you get right, all right? All right. You trying to steal it? Come on, dog. Yeah. Hey! Are you okay, bro?
Yeah. How do you think I did right now, though?
On the one-on-one?
Yeah.
You did good. You did good.
Man, I lost 7-0, got slammed on twice.
Bro, you did good. That's like me coming into interning and be like, how did I do my first day and not knowing exactly nothing what I'm doing. You did good, I'm trying to tell you.
I appreciate that, bro. This is Dwayne. I'm Colton. Thanks for watching D1 versus D9.
Colton, I'm Dwayne, and he's winning first team internship and what was it? Internship in DP?
Yeah.
Don't expect Colton to be getting a basketball scholarship anytime soon. The Flippin' Birds gymnastics team hosted Boise State in their first home meet of the season last Friday. Megan McBride led SUU on the vault with a score of 9.850. On bars, Madison Howlett set a career high with a 9.825. Autumn Jorgensen posted a high score of 9.9 on the floor. However, it wasn't enough for the Birds as Boise State ended up on top by a final score of 195.47 to 193.47. The Flippin' Birds will host BYU on February 9th. The Utah Jazz will unveil their new Nike City jersey tonight when they take on the Golden State Warriors in Salt Lake City. The Jazz have designed the jersey to pay tribute to the Red Rocks and iconic national parks, primarily located in southern Utah, with the left side of the uniform featuring the route from Salt Lake City to St. George. The team will also wear the jersey in 5 other games this season, the last being April 3rd against Los Angeles Lakers. The Jazz have also added a special court to accompany the jersey for at-home games. The court matches the color sequence and features the iconic delicate arch near Moab. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr said that he did not recognize the arena when he walked in.
Walked in here, I was I didn't recognize the place. I'm used to the green seats that have been here forever, and I was curious about the court because and I know everybody's got like, you know, these alternate uniforms more and more, and so I figured there's a different uniform combination.
That's all I've got for you today. Join us next Thursday for a full half hour of national sports on Pardon Our Take. Back to you guys at the desk.
Coming up after the break, we'll have an exclusive interview with SUUSA Senator Jeremy Osborne.
Osborne gives us information about the upcoming student elections. Stay tuned.
Think you found every hazard out here today? Think again. The spot you missed could be a killer. That spot on your skin could be skin cancer. If you're a man over 50, you're in a group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the kind that kills one person every hour. That's why your best shot is to check for a spot. It's easy. Follow through and check your skin. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out how. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Listen up. Each year, hundreds of promising research studies go unfunded for breast cancer, for lung cancer, every cancer. The American Cancer Society has been behind nearly every breakthrough in recent history. But there's still more work to do. So let's make sure that no research is silenced. Let's make noise. Let's make noise. Yeah. And let's finish the fight.
Toxic chemicals and carcinogens are leaching into the environment. It's happening right where we live, work, and play. Everywhere. Cigarette butts are toxic waste. Let's stop the toxic litter. Learn more at rethinkbutts.org.
The SUU Student Association elections are right around the corner. Here to talk about it is the SUUSA Upper Division Senator Jeremy Osborne. Jeremy sits on a committee for student life enhancement while also representing seniors and juniors on the SUUSA Senate. Jeremy, as someone who's been involved in SUUSA for some time, how has it benefited you, and how can it benefit others?
Oh, it's benefited me in a lot of different ways. I think the biggest benefit to me has been experiencing how to run a government on a smaller scale, but learning how to do Robert's Rules of Order, learning how to run a committee. There's a lot of practical things involved with running SUSA or being a part of SUSA that has been beneficial to learn. Personally beneficial, also, I've had an incredible opportunity to get to know people outside of my own friend groups. My 4 years on campus prior to being a part of SUSA, I'm a super senior, I ran in certain circles and I got to know those people really well, but I didn't ever get a chance to know people from different departments, people, even faculty and advisors. So I've had an opportunity to really get to know what SUU is about in a bigger picture. So that's been incredibly rewarding for me to be able to do that. Benefiting other students, we get to make decisions, hopefully, that is always in the best interest of the students. There's been a lot of different
Thanks for watching. I'm Amy Andre.
I'm Damien Day.
I'm Aaron Peterson.
And I'm Lizzie Lee.
Hey, bump out.